welcome to Stay Woke or Not. We are super excited as this will be a Music Monday with my one and only Mick Familiar. What's up?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
All right, now that we got you awake and ready to be awoken, we have some very special guests here with us today. Before we go and introduce our main squeeze, we're going to first introduce us to Prince Kadeem.
What's good, Prince? Welcome to Stay Woke or Not.
We're going to stay woke
now,
or not.
He's been here for a while, but in the back scenes, but he's never tuned into my show. So that's okay. Don't hold it against you, but we kind of do. We meaning me. Huh? Yeah, but he's been here for a very long time before it was a live stream, before the pandemic. Stay Woke or Not was supposed to be a show, with the green screen at home, but then pandemic had to be all retardo. Fuck out for everybody's life now. Did it? Omicron. All right. Enough about that. You guys want to know who I'm talking about? Talking about. Okay, I don't see any excitement.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm just.
All right, here we go. We got Klai.
Hey.
What's good, Klai? Welcome to Stay Woke or Not.
Thank you so much. Hey,
Okay.
Prince.
Oh my God, we have everybody in the house. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so just so our audience has a better idea, what song do you want us to listen to first?
So why don't we start with the first song? So that is going to be Keeping Tom, and I'm going to give you the link right
I'm
now.
wondering, is it on the YouTube or no?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay, YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, let's pull it up for the audience. And then, okay, it's Klai. Am I gonna find it right away? Oh no, I'm not. Oh boy. Okay, Klai Peeping Tom. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I found it. Okay, and if we just pause real quickie, bumbicky. All right, everybody, we are going to get ready to show you, this audience right here and now, this video of Klai in her element. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. I love it, Mick. You're just like, yes. Your sanity questions, can it be what you think? You're not sure what you see, but you can't even blink. Scream for me till you cry. Till what's left of you just wants to haunt you forever, again and again. Familiar as me with short hair.
This was so much fun to shoot.
Hello? Who is this?
Who's my smile? It's driving me so insane. Sneaking, peeking outside of my window pane. Oh, I don't know who mystery is or where he's from. He's my peeping Tom. Yeah. most. My mystery man haunts me like a ghost. Oh, I don't know who he is or where he's from. He's deep Hold me down and never let me up, so I can feel your lips, your kiss, the touch. When you turn it up as hot as I can take, I get caught, I can't stop, I can't escape. Baby, where are you gonna light your night? You're just another man. Why you driving me crazy? Your love keeps me enslaved. When I try to resist, the more of you I crave. How will I ever break free? What can it be? He's the man in my dreams. So tell me what's he seeking when he's speaking. Will he find it? 'Cause I don't mind it, even though he's mine. He will cause more lovers. He will cause more lovers.
That's the bitch you tied. That's the chick, huh? That's the one that was all tied. No!
You got me.
Well, damn.
Right?
Yo.
I hate that shower scene. Oh my gosh. It's so embarrassing.
That was the right amount of 80s I needed to incorporate into my week. For real. For real. I'm not even joking or capping. I'm just being for real. Like that was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he did such a great job.
Very Michael Jackson.
Right?
Very,
Yeah.
has a very Michael Jackson like thriller.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly.
So what is okay? So the storyline is you're chilling, listening to me. You fell asleep to me. Must mean I have a chilling voice. Not that my voice is chilling. Wrong words.
Your poem just did something, It just put me in
Yes, thank you. Bring it back to me always. Possible. No, I'm kidding. So we're falling asleep to me. You get the phone call. Something happens. Then the bitch be like in the suit. The bitch is like in the suit with the mask, and now she's on top of the chair. What is happening?
All right, director Prince Kadeem, quick, explain.
Yes. Now that I have you here, I get to ask questions.
Well, the whole on the I guess on the table thing is really something I didn't put in there. Honestly, I think they just went with a flow or something like that. That wasn't part of my script, but it was. I guess it was to be in a dream world, whatever. She's like dreaming. The whole concept of the music video. She's like, it's all a dream, but it's kind of reality at the end,
What you told me.
Yeah, I think they just said, let's put somebody on the table. And I was like, okay.
Well, no.
So,
wanted to create like confusion. Like there were a lot of different peeping toms, right? So there was a
Right.
bunch of different people that could have been it, like the people that were kidnapping me when I was being dragged down the hallway and tied up. Like that was a whole different person. And so I think the idea was like to create confusion of like which one is it? And then, this girl, she's acting like my friend, but it's her. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, it was all a dream basically, and it definitely was inspired by like Thriller, and I'm sure like a couple of other songs too. The what's that one song?
Somebody watching me.
Yes.
Yeah, Who's Watching by Rockwell. Yeah.
Wait, what song is that?
It always feels like somebody watching
Oh,
me.
okay. And I feel like somebody's watching me.
See, she's on key. like I definitely got this constant like voyeur energy going on throughout the whole, like just the song's ambiance and just the video in general. That's like what I'm getting just from like watching it, like, and it's trippy. It's got like when a stranger calls meets Stranger Things kind of energy, and I like it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like, who is this person like freaking creeping on me? But then it's like, oh, I kind of like it. Like, you can come out now.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know you liked me that much. You were like, I like it. Breathe. Like
Conspiracy theorists in the comments like, oh, so that woman that shows up after Dahlia's poem comes up is actually another spiritual aspect of Dahlia that manifested in her subconscious.
Yeah.
Representing.
That's like a better idea what I can do.
I like that.
Yeah, Prince, you need to steal that from him, okay?
Actually,
I didn't know it was me, but I guess it's the ghost version of me in the actual realm.
Yes.
I'm the peeping Tom through the TV.
Yeah. You blacked out. You blacked out and you don't remember. Your eyes glazed over.
Yeah. Like I'm the culprit in all of the peeping. Okay.
It's like, dude, where's my Tom?
Did you want me to show the other song before we get into questions, or questions and then the other song?
Why don't we go ahead and do the other song?
Okay. Now, is there a video, or should I just play it from Spotify?
You can play it from Spotify.
Okay, let me pull up Spotify. Yes.
Yes, it's on all streaming platforms. Both songs are, so
The only
anywhere
platform
you listen to music,
is
check it out.
Okay, I have Spotify on the browser. Hold on. I have it up. I have it. You just won't see it. We'll just stare at each other. It's going to be great. Okay.
Okay. We're all going to lip sync.
Can you guys hear it okay?
I'm going to mute so it doesn't come out.
Sitting in my window, thinking of you, of all the fun things we can still do. 'Cause our love is a rarity, just like snowfall coming down in the summer. Yeah, I feel the love, please come to me. 'Cause a love like you only comes once in a lifetime. Only comes once in a lifetime. It was the first time in my life that I ever felt this way inside. It was the first time, the very first. It was the first time in my life that felt this way inside. It was the first time, the very first. Baby, in my dreams, you're still with me. We're holding hands, making plans, laughing and joking. Both of us knowing there's no one else for you but me, oh me. I can still feel your kiss or touch, and I miss you so much. The pain is physical. It feels like a kick in the gut. A kick in the gut. It was the first time in my life that I ever felt this way inside. It was the first time, the very first, yeah. It was the first time in my life that I ever felt this way inside. It was the first time, the very first. I guess it's true what they say. The first cut is the deepest. 'Cause I bared it all to him. I showed my soul to him. And I'll never felt that way again. It was the first time in my life that I ever felt this way inside. It was the first time, the very first. It was the first time in my life that I felt this pump this way inside. It was the first time, the very first. You knew me better than my mother and better than my brothers. It was real. It was the first time, the very first.
All right, everybody. Do you feel a little sultry? Do you feel like
Idris Elba.
Oh God, my bad. Commercials.
So
Let me
Thank
ask
you, Idris.
congratulations.
One
What do
second.
you guys?
One second.
No,
Uh-oh.
so
Mayday.
yeah, it's
Mayday.
kind of simple, helpful thing.
Shut up, Geico. Sorry, what?
So you said you had a question for us, Klai?
Yeah. So, well, first of all, what do you guys think of the song? You can give me honest feedback. I'm always looking to grow. So,
You got like this very like, all right. So one thing I want to say that really stands out to me just from these two songs is that there's this constant sense of like eeriness attached to every production that's there, and like it's both. This song is both like romantic and like spacey, and
sounds
like
a
I like how like your voice complements the beat and stuff like that, and like what you're saying is like very powerful. So
Yeah. Okay. Do you have like a favorite line from any of the songs, or like what stood out to you the most?
well, obviously like the like the title first line, the refrain is the thing that stands out to me. And hey Dahlia, do we have is your lyrics up on Genius just so I could run them back, or do you have your lyrics online?
Doing
I
it.
should
I
put
was
them on there.
doing
There's a lyric video on YouTube, but
Okay, perfect. Let me pull that up real quick.
for first time, yeah. Well, yeah, just for first time.
We want to break down your lyrics lyrically, literally, break them down. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why you
Tell
like
them which song, like what did you think of the songs? Like, do you like
Well, so
them?
I played it for some people because I was getting ready, and they said it made them think of Gina Aiko.
Really? I do love her. It's
Yeah.
like I'm
So,
super
the one thing I want to say is it's kind of long. I would say first time is kind of long. I'm like, I'm good after like 3 minutes and like 30 seconds, but I love the feeling that I get that it's your first love. Like it is your first love. And I'm like going back to when I fell in love with JP and like carved his name on a fucking tree or something stupid. Like it brings back that reminiscingness, I guess. If that's
yeah, because Kadeem actually he wrote this, and then I went back and kind of edited and put like my own, like parts of my own personal experience and my own little touch on it to make it more personal to me, to feel more like me. And that was like really the goal, is to not just have it be about sex or whatever, but also that it was like first love,
Like the way you approach.
broke your heart real good. I knew what that was. They're like, oh look, peeping Tom probably started as a peeping Tom, okay, and then
probably my first love.
I mean,
my little brother's best friend, so maybe.
And I kind of like that you said brothers. I like the line about brothers because, I have brothers, and like that's where you associate your kind of relationship with the opposite side.
Yeah, that and your dad, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, dang, if they know you that well, then that's pretty. And what were you gonna say, Mike? Mike Familiar?
I do like the line, like in the very beginning, like I'd say like maybe like 30 or so seconds in, the line that comes up, because it's like, because our love is a rarity, just like snowfall coming down in the summer.
That was all Quick over there, Prince Quick.
Look at you, Quick, doing all the romance. What happened to you, Prince? What happened to you? Why don't you tell us your first love story?
Yeah, what's your first love story?
Yeah, I want to know.
So about me?
Yeah, you.
I don't really I don't know. Like I really my first love story. I think it's what first time was about. Kind of. That's how I wrote it. Kind of like that's how it kind of went down. I kind of was feeling at that time. What about you? What about you, Dahlia? I wrote that Lucid Dream song.
We're not talking about me today. Today's Clay's day. Okay, today's
Violent modesty.
My first love. Oh man. I was in Texas. I think he was the neighbor. His name was JP.
How old were you?
Invited. I was 6 or like 5 or something crazy. I don't know. He was the tall dude that knew how to swim good. Like he was there. I just remember. Honestly, it's so weird. I just remember his feet going into the pool. Like I don't remember much about his face, to be honest. I just know that. I just remember that this guy was like the swimmer and cute and invited me to dinner with his parents. We went to in Texas. It's called Papacitos. And the lady makes the tortilla chips. And, I went to dinner with his parent. I'll never forget that. I have never done that since.
6 or 16? I'm confused.
No, I was a baby. I was like 6.
So how do you fall in love at 6?
I don't even know if I was in love. I think that was like my first date. I don't know if it was like I'm in love, but it was. But I think I just remember JP, and then like I was in first grade, and like me and my first grade friends were like, "Who are you in love with?" And I was like, JP.
I want to be your girlfriend. No, I want to be your girlfriend. Yeah.
Whatever happened to JP? What's the story of JP right now? Whatever happened to JP?
No, I to this day, I'm telling you, I don't really remember. Other than that is the first time I've ever gone to dinner with somebody's parents, and the last. Like, I mean, I had a relationship with the dude, and the parents were there, but it's not like all 4 of us like went to dinner. You know what I mean? But anyways, enough about that reminiscing of the JP history, Texas. Okay, Oh, actually, you were born in Texas too.
Me? Yes, I was. I was born in Texas.
You got some Texas
Texas.
up in his crib. You'd like to dig, y'all that back rub. Okay, yeah, all right, I went in. I went Texas style, son. All right, now time for my questions. Are you ready for my questions?
Question.
Yeah.
Lie to me and say yes.
Well, I'm just curious because I don't know Mike Familiar, so I'm like, what do you do, Mike? Like, what do you do?
So I am a hip hop artist and a producer. I've been
Mike Familiar on the track.
yeah.
Oh, we'll play some hits for sure. We will. We will. Well, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I've been doing music since like I was like 14, and
Wait,
same
tell
thing
me
with
about the
producing.
cassette tapes. Tell me about
Oh
the
yeah,
A&E.
I used to record my stuff on Maxell cassette tapes, old school
Hey.
sound. Uh, I'd always have to remember how I label the tapes because you can easily record over stuff that you don't remember putting on a tape if you're
Got
not
an old school number
organized.
one
Yeah.
Oh man,
before
but
Spotify.
I know I did that with some VHS tapes when I was younger, way younger.
Actually,
yeah,
I have a
like
fun question. I have a fun question for everybody. When was the first time you started recording and on what?
oh yeah, like the freaking karaoke machine with a CD combo tape deck and stuff.
I
Fuck
was
Um,
yeah.
saying, I'm super old school. I used to like make beats like with a working record on a vinyl record tracker. I'd be like ibit. Just do that, I love DJ and stuff because I love like sound DJ. I love hip hop. With all types of music.
I didn't know you did the error.
I mean, those are simple. Those are like simpler times. I feel like
Yeah.
because it's like regardless of like what you learn in music or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of like the people that had all like the gadgets and stuff like that,
Right.
and the fact that we have our laptops and stuff, and like we have Apples and PCs and VSTs and things that replace all that can emulate it. It's almost hard to imagine what life would be without having a loop library, without having a folder with all these files in it, without having um, Splice, without having all these different services that like we attach ourselves to
I can
Right.
to like sample and everything
Yeah.
in between.
Like, how did people get around without cell phones?
Yeah, exactly. Like
You didn't know where people were. You just got.
exactly. So that's like what I always think about. Like when
You went to
I
Blockbuster too, right? You went to Blockbuster too, right?
oh yeah, I went to
I remember
Blockbuster, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, I love going there.
You get the internet does
I loved it
provide
because
people
then
a
you
lot of great
browse
opportunities.
and then you the DVDs with your friends, and then you were gonna make the popcorn, and then we're like, oh, which movie first? And then
Movie night.
yeah,
Yeah.
the 2
Oh,
5 deal Tuesday. Nobody knows what I'm talking about, but like
those times were interesting
My
because
parents
like
were buying.
MySpace really opened up a lot for people around that time,
Yes.
especially for
Yeah,
music.
so it made like the internet in general when it was coming up, it really gave a lot of opportunities to people. I think nowadays, since like I would say 2013 and down has been like the best time for people for the internet because people go viral, people became internet stars, got comedians, TikTok, you got all these like social platforms that you can do what you need to do to just stand out there now. But so much the competition got so much higher now.
Yeah.
Versus back in the day. 'Cause back in the day when you was a singer, you was separated from society. Everybody knew like you was just a singer and everybody was doing normal. But nowadays anybody can be a musician, You just need like your own like a Scarlet Kid, whatever, them build your own studio in the room. You ain't gotta go to a studio.
Yeah, forget about things being portable. You had to actually go places and stuff.
Yeah, so
And it,
now it's just like the competition is super high. The
and
standard.
also it took way longer to make records and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
'cause they did everything manually. They didn't have all the presets like you said, but
Yeah, because even with everything, because it's like yes, everything has a learning curve and stuff like that, and like when you first step into a digital audio workspace, you're not going to know what the hell to do when you're just. It takes a lot of figuring things
I
out.
know I'm trying to learn, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a
But
lot.
but it does reach a point though where you're like, man, if I didn't have to worry about memory cards and shit like that,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
like
Okay,
I
so
did,
oh,
yeah. My
So like,
bad. One last thought, and then like we'll circle back. Like I got to the point where I was just like, I wish I had an NPC, but I kind of am good with the fact that I don't have one right now. But I feel like I would have benefited from learning it, because I would like to see what it's like to be hands on with everything. But then I realized you could do the same thing nowadays. I mean, like with the sampler and Logic, you have like a record audio function that you can record into the sampler directly from a source and stuff like that and make stuff. So like there's ways around stuff nowadays. Anyway,
press the button, Crunk. We're gonna start questioning her.
the poison for Cusco. The
Yeah, I love
Cusco's
that.
poison.
I like that.
I think I can do
This
her voice.
poison. Yeah.
I think I can do this. She goes, pull the lever, Crunk.
Wrong level.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to pull the lever. This is the first question.
Okay.
What made you get into music?
Honestly, it's kind of funny. The Little Mermaid, because you know how when she's like giving away her voice, she starts singing, and I thought it sounded so pretty, so I tried to imitate it, and I realized like that's actually like kind of hard because I was like, I was under 6, you know what I mean, and I had never sung before, so I was like, oh, that's not as easy as it sounds. So I kept practicing it until I got good at it. And then I started singing other things, and I realized I really love singing. And I was seeing people like, I think Maya, like "What You Gonna Do When Your Ex Is Calling" and all that shit. That song came on.
Oh my God, she was
I
hot.
can actually make a lot of money doing something that I love. Like it's not about the money, but just that I can do something I love and make a good income for myself, so I don't have to be stressed. I was like, I can actually make money doing something I really enjoy doing. And that's when I decided like I want to be a singer. So I was like under 6 years old.
Cuckoo, ka-choo, ka-choo.
Yeah.
You ready for the next question?
Anyone else inspired by The Little Mermaid? Comment on the video.
I think for me, for that question, I think me definitely the Temptation movie. That was the first like biopic movie I ever watched. And like when you hear David Ruffin voice, you just want to that's like the stuff they was doing, the dance move, how much it took them to get into like Motown and like
Yeah.
keep the band together and stuff like that. It was just very inspiring.
Oh, you're right.
Ethic. And they went through so much. Yeah.
I got a funny story for you. So I was in 5th grade and I wanted a girl band. And I told myself since I was a kid, I want to do everything at least once. Everything. I'll be a janitor for a week. I'll fucking be a prime minister. I don't care. I'm going to try it. Okay? This is what this life is about. Try shit at least once. And then you figure it out from there. Okay, buddy? I don't have a manual, but that's at least what you do sometimes. So I was like, all right, I want an all-girl band. And I'm calling these girls and I want to do rehearsal and like I have all 4 of us and like one day we're all like doing the dance moves like and like in the backyard and I was like, oh my God, I finally got it. And then Claudia called and her mom said she couldn't be a part of my band. I bawled my eyes out. Bawled my fucking eyes out. Like I was like, yeah. And this is the same girl that put alcohol in the tweezers and tweezed my eyebrows, and I had no eyebrows. So fuck Claudia for number 1 on that. Yeah, thank you, Claudia. If you ever see me, fuck you. Okay, you took my eyebrows. Number 2, she knows it. It's fine. Number 2, you didn't join my all-girl band, and because of you, it never happened. Okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Dream stopper.
PB Tom, fucking PB
Background
Tom.
story.
Showed up to the next rehearsal through the window.
Introduction arc.
Great introduction arc. All right, this might be an off-the-wall question. Let's see what you got. What is your favorite kind of fan?
I don't have one yet. I'm not big enough yet. We'll see what happens once there's some more growth.
Okay. All right.
Real shit.
Okay. Next one. What are some challenges you face that you can give to others? I guess what I meant by saying this was like, what are some challenges you face that you could that you've overcome? That's kind of what I
meant. I don't know if I've totally overcome it, but I feel like so. I have for a long time struggled with depression. Like by the time I was in 11th grade, I was on antidepressants, and I just felt like I was just like in this hole. Like I was really depressed, and I still struggle with it a little bit, but I don't feel like I'm in that hole anymore. And I feel like, I've learned a lot of things. I actually thought about writing a book about it, and it's hard to think of it like off the top of my head. But I learned a lot of things that helped me kind of, because when you're depressed, you're like stuck in this loop in your head. And I kind of learned some things that got me out of some of those loops that were keeping me in really dark places. And I'm still trying to learn things to get me out of the other negative loops that are keeping me like on the border of depression, so that I can just finally learn to like be happy, So as I learn that, I definitely want to communicate that like through my music and through just whatever I can, because depression rates are the highest they've been since they started recording it anyways, in a long time, and so anything I can do to help other people that are also dealing with that, I would love to.
I like that answer. I do like it. I'm not lying. Okay. All right. What has been one of your most challenging moments?
Most challenging, like regarding music or regarding what?
Do a coin. I'll take both answers.
So regarding music, just like I feel like when you're depressed, and everyone's different, but for me, I feel like I struggle with low self-esteem, and that feeling of being stuck or not, like it kind of makes it hard to do like things that shouldn't even be hard to do sometimes. And so I get stuck at certain things that I'm having trouble with, and then it takes me forever. And so I've been trying to get myself in the mode of, even if it's not exactly the way I want it, or even if it's hard, just work at it a little bit every day or every week and just make progress and just keep going, and people can see your growth even though it's not exactly where you want it to be. And instead of just being so hard on myself and like I was seeing one day, like, oh, I sound horrible today, why do I even try? You know what I mean? Like, I've been singing since I was 4, I should sound way better than this. And then other people are like, oh, I love your song, or different things like that. And it makes me feel like I need to stop being so mean to myself. So just, I guess, overcoming my mind.
I think for me is, I think what's been the most challenging moment for me, I just keep it simple. Honestly, it's just like getting up in the morning, using the bathroom sometimes. Or like when you're sleeping and like you got like just like you just don't want to do it, but you just gotta like find the energy to get up and pee and go back to sleep. That's what it was just me. It's challenging every time.
I can relate to that heavy. Like when it's really, really bad, the best way I can describe what like my mind is like when I've especially like when I was dealing with like whatever you want to call it, agoraphobia, antisocial, whatever.
What is agoraphobia?
Agoraphobia is like when you're afraid to go outside.
Okay, agoraphobia. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead. What?
So like there was a point where I reached where I just did not want to be seen. I did not want to go outside. I like
Uh-oh. Did you just froze?
oh, am I back?
Yeah, no, your agoraphobia froze everything.
Oh snap. So all right, so what's it called? I'll speed it up then. So basically, what happened is that like I didn't go anywhere. I was overwhelmed at the amount of steps that it took to do simple shit. Like, oh man, I have to get up. I have to put my legs over to the side and stand up. And then, like, immediately after standing up, I have to look in the mirror and acknowledge that I have skin. And then, like, when I go to the mirror, then when I go to the shower, I have to grab a towel. But if there's no towels there, that means that I have to go back into my room and find another towel. And then, yes, I gotta.
The plight of being a fucking human. Why? Why only
And then,
humans?
and then, and then, then for those of us that are on the East Coast that experience snow in winter, or the West Coast, or wherever you are, where you experience winter, imagine having depression and all that I described, and then you have to do all of this plus dress warm and wear layers and feel your body constricting and stuff. Like I'm making it. I'm making light of it, of course, because it is difficult for everybody. It's in a different shapes, but yeah, I definitely relate with all that.
Well, I
It's
was in Germany when I was the most depressed, and
mm,
the weather really affects you. Like on days where it was like cloudy and gloomy, because in the winter in Germany, it's like someone put a blanket over the earth, is what I feel like. And I would be like, why am I so upset today? And then like when it was like the next day, if the sun was out and or the sky was just blue, like I would be like, oh, I'm in a really good mood today. Like it's crazy how much it affects you.
oh
So
yeah,
yeah, I feel
Yeah,
you.
I lived in Portland for 2 years, and people got to get sun rooms, or they'll build a like sun deck in their house with the vitamin E, not with the actual certain LED light bulbs for your skin, because without the
wow.
sunshine, yeah, they do that in
Yeah,
Seattle and Portland.
yeah. I wonder which has like the worst one. I know New York has a way worse winter than Germany, but I wonder out of like Portland and Germany, I wonder which one is worse.
You
But
guys
anyways,
have feedback. Well, how do I have feedback?
I I think it's because you have a lot of echo on yours, and then you
Yeah,
hear us.
yeah. Your reverb is up really, really high, and it's like getting feedback from like when people are speaking and like when you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That's okay. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I was just acknowledging a
oh,
technical thing.
no. Yeah.
It's okay.
I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to fix this shit. Okay. All right. All right. Like enough about like your challenges, because that's all great. You know, like we're all fucked up equally. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. For like the collective. Prince, pay attention, will you?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. What has been one of your greatest achievements so far?
As far as music goes, I would definitely say the Peeping Tom song, just because right now it has the most like streams and the most views, and there's like an actual music video for it. So that is currently my greatest accomplishment. And I'm working on like two. I'm actually working on three other songs, which I wrote myself. I know two of them I wrote myself, like totally myself. So I'm really excited, and I hope people like it. And they're not about like love, so I hope people like my message for sure.
Yeah. Fuck love. Talk about that shit. Yeah. Love
Love
so
stings.
fucking free. Love so pre-internet. What you know? Shit. You gotta
Hey,
show mine.
yeah, I love that
All
line.
right. What is next? Okay, we are down to a couple of questions, and then I show you mixed music because it's very good. Okay. Where do you see your career 5 years from now?
So hopefully, I would love to be like famous. And I don't mean that in an, oh, I just want all this attention and all eyes on me. I mean it in like a way, like I said, I have a message that I want to share about, I guess I haven't said this, about just how people think and kind of how society is and ways that I want to influence it to think a little bit differently about certain things. Because like we as humans, we experience so many different emotions. And I feel like most mainstream music, it only talks about like two or three of them. And I want to try to expand things and open up different discussions. And hopefully that will influence people and maybe even help some people. And I need reach to have that. So I want to be like a big time singer so I can have that like reach.
If you sing louder, you get a bigger reach. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll see. Maybe people will vibe with me enough and I'll get there. And if not, then God gave me a lot of talents. So
Well,
Well,
yeah,
that's good that you
it's
say that. Recognize that. That's dope, dude.
and it's important to at least like have the vision in the first place. Like having a cause to latch on to gives you more momentum to move with and stuff.
yeah.
Where do you see your career, Prince? 5 years from now. Spill.
5 years from now, I have my record label. That's gonna happen 5 years from now. We're talking about what's happening right now. Right now, we are on top of the world. Right now, I have 7 award plaques: platinum, gold, platinum.
Hell yeah. Just
Next year,
collecting them. Just
this year
collecting
we
them.
just kicking off to
Oh,
2022. It's gonna take off into the stratosphere, and then we're gonna keep going and keep going and keep going, selling, 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 selling on top of the world. And that's what we do, baby.
that's what we do, baby. Oh yeah.
Like Tech Nine says, it goes up. So
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Career now. 5 years. I don't know what the hell happened in 5 years, but I can tell you that.
You're gonna have a label, and then you're gonna have minions doing the other things you don't like doing, and then you just sit there and you look cute and you do the press meetings, and then you go to the other meetings, and then you have a meeting about that meeting, and then you do a photo shoot. That's how that future looks.
Yes,
Right.
Kadeem is very ambitious. So I have like no doubt at all that he will definitely get there because he's a super hard worker and he's constantly just going and going and going. I really like admire that for sure.
That leads into my next question. Doobity doobity doo. Catching on. Okay, what do you like about working with Prince as a music manager?
I really love that basically he is very open to like my ideas. He let me like edit his song that he wrote for me, which I know some people would not do at all. You know what I mean? And he really tries to guide me and he's a friend and a music manager. It's not like strictly business, you know what I mean? And I know he has like my best interest at heart. He has really good intentions and he's a hard worker. Like he always works to push and make sure that everything he does is successful. And like 99.9% of the time, if he says he's gonna do something, like he's gonna do it. You know what I mean? So he's very reliable and just a very trustworthy person.
Yeah, and then Mick, I work with Prince as well. He found me once upon an Instagram and originally wanted to be on Stay Woke or Not years ago. And then I was in Pasadena. I was kind of depressed, but he said, "Come on, Dahlia, I know you got some music." And I only had SoundCloud at the time. I didn't even have Spotify. And I took out a song that I sat on for over a year called Never Knew Why. And he's like, "Come on, we're going to put it out there." I was like, "Nah, I don't know, man. I'm going to get in trouble from the dude that I produced it with. Like, I already know the dude's going to come for me." And sure enough, I was right. Like, go figure. Like, and then, oh, surprise. Keeping calm. So, yeah, so he keeps the numbers because, Prince gets the numbers and he was fucking jealous. Like, he ripped my head off over that. And I remember calling Prince outside the place. I was like, "Yo, I don't know, man. Okay, like the whole, like I just got my head chewed out, but we're still keeping it.
Credit or something, or like maybe like a small payment or something to kind of.
Oh, I paid him. I did.
That's
He was
good.
mad at how much I paid him. He was mad about that, but at the end of the day, like I don't know, he had an
He's
ulterior.
sleeping on you.
He had an ulterior motive, and I didn't cave into his motives. You feel me?
Yeah,
And
no,
And that's another thing about music managers and musicians and singers is how, you know, in a weird way, like it can get sexual or it can get.
it's not like professional in the way that most.
No, and Prince, you're a professional. Like at no point am I feeling awkward or inclined, or do I need to think that I need to put on an act in front of you, but not with you. Like none of that is happening. Is all I'm saying. You know.
Yeah.
What I mean?
I agree. I feel the same way. Like always felt very safe, always felt very like never had to question like, oh, what is he trying to do? Like, yeah, he's very respectful and very
And then I'm excited because I introduced Prince to Chase. He's a really versatile producer, and he's been Chase is a multi-talented. Like I don't get how you could be that gorgeous and that talented. It's
my gosh,
it's like really annoying.
Yeah,
like, it's like
I would definitely say any producer, I like working with Chase the most. Obviously, me and Chase don't make the most hits together, but you know, just the way he can just know, like you know, he can adapt.
I gave you Chase as the answer.
I know I'm thankful for that because, like I said, I like how Chase can adapt. You know, most producers have struggled to adapt to different people's style. I like that he can adapt. I can learn from him. I can adapt what he's doing. You know, especially like you know with his like significant other, we make hits together with her. You know, with my other artists, you know, with Mercedes. You know, with Klai. With you, made Lucid Dreams. You know, it's just really good to work with him. I really like to work with him. Like to me, he is a great.
He's actually the one who made the "Stay Woke or Not" logo. So
yeah. So like he draws, he plays instruments, he sings, like he produces, like oh my gosh,
one-stop shop.
Actually very good at communicating. Like I don't know how he does it, but like he will synthesize your syntax and like make it make sense. Like I'm just like, how the fuck did you know? How did he do this? Like what skill bestowedeth upon you in the womb? I have no idea. Like, I don't know, man. You fucking locked and loaded, GQ.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got like a +6 for active listening and shit. Like.
Yeah, he's very easy to talk to and very like even there was a time where I was like a little bit frustrated. I think we both were, and he was super kind like the whole time, and he was just very good about like getting it cleared up and not being rude and not like getting frustrated and being like, you know, like F this. Like he's really great. I am definitely happy to be working with him, and I can't wait to release the song Still in Love. It'll be coming probably in March, not an exact date yet, but
March is like super close, yo.
But like not obviously the first day of March.
We're like the first spring chicken of the March year.
Maybe on my birthday I'll put it out March 13th.
Oh, my brother's the 9th.
Yo.
Yeah,
Pisces season. Damn.
Yes.
My little brother's a Pisces, so I gotta like you guys. You know?
I gotta like you guys.
Gotta be all right with you. No, you're my polar opposite. Virgo is your polar opposite. So you.
Yeah, my mom is a Virgo, so I know.
So is mine.
What's your sign?
I am an Aries sun, an Aquarius moon, a Virgo rising, and I got some. And then like Dahlia fucked me up because I talked to her about like my placement in Venus, and it's Gemini, and it's like,
dude, okay.
Yeah.
I'm a rising Aquarius. My sun is Pisces, and my moon is Aries, and my Venus is also Aries.
Okay.
So yeah, yours is your.
I'm all over the place.
Yours is
water, fire, air.
Like when you read the actual breakdown of the shit is insane.
It
Like,
is, and a lot of it is so accurate. Like I don't agree with every little thing, but like generally, it's pretty spot on for me, anyways.
Okay, I take it I'm talking to co-star users or co-pattern.
Huh?
pattern. Oh wow, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's an astrology app called Pattern.
I like Astrolabe or Cafe something Astrology Cafe.
CafeAstrology.com. I know what you're talking about. I always look up compatibility while I'm talking to somebody. I'm like,
Right?
what's the capability? What's the compatibility of, you know,
Yes, me
me plus
too.
other human? You know, and then I do the birthday like thingy, and then it will like do the diagram. I'm like, oh fuck, man, his Venus is throwing my conjunction.
I feel like you know more than I do. Man.
Oh man. Okay, and then I got a question. What is your favorite genre outside of what you normally listen to?
So I normally listen to pop and R&B, right? And then so outside of that, I actually love Latin music. Like I actually really want to do a song in Spanish because I have a pretty good accent, I'm told. And I just
¿Puedes hablar en español? Enséñame qué vas a hacer con tu boca.
yo te puedo entender y entiendo más que yo hablo y realmente quiero cantar en español.
¡Qué bueno para la gente! ¡Qué rico!
Yeah, so maybe Latin music or sometimes like rock. Like I loved Paramore. I loved 3 Days
Paramore.
Klai.
Paramore is a tricky one because she's like pop, but has that
Alternative soft rock. Type.
She's indie. She's
I
indie.
guess. I love her though, so.
No, we can all love her. I
Yeah.
Bill Williams the best. Bill Williams. I think for me, I like anime music. Outside of music I normally listen to is anime music.
Really? I did not anticipate that. I did not.
I love J-pop music. You know, just like
Anime music is where it's at though.
I know.
Like,
I love the J-pop, especially like the old school, like '90s anime music. When you got that Inuyasha,
They do have some cool music, man.
Mm-hmm. Some of the stuff slaps. Some of the stuff, a lot of the stuff slaps, and like the storylines are crazy.
Yeah,
and they make for great samples and like interpolation ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I get a lot of my inspiration from anime music. Just like the way like an anime is, I can write a song towards it.
Is that what inspired Peeping Tom? Because you totally wrote that by yourself. So what inspired?
Inspired Peeping Tom is definitely the Rockwell. Somebody's watching me.
But I mean, like even like the video, because I don't know. It seems like there's influences in there, but I guess
you could also make it like a Junji Ito kind of thing. Like have somebody do like so Junji Ito is this guy who does like he does mangas and psychological horrors and stuff like that. So like you can have somebody maybe do like a sketch of you, Klai, and the character, and then like have Prince on the outside of the situation holding the picture because he's the one who had his hand in the music and stuff like that.
You are full of amazing ideas. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like
for me too.
Actually, have you ever seen Perfect Blue?
Perfect Blue, yes.
Yeah,
oh my god.
I did get the Peeping Tom from too. When I watched that, I also like got that inspiration. The whole movie.
It actually that registers and checks out. Yeah, no, I can see it now. I would never imagined it until you said it, but like I could definitely see that now.
Perfect Blue is like one of my favorite anime movies.
I'll have to check that out. Perfect Blue. But you guys know what else is cool?
I'm gonna write it down too.
Yeah. When I actually used to love listening to like Bollywood music when I was a kid. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I used to.
Can you do it? You can just be like.
I used to go to this open mic night in Jersey City, and like they'd have like a Bollywood dance party at the end of it after everyone's performing.
And then you have to smile. Come on, guys, let's try.
No, I liked how different their style of singing was and all the colors, and they had a whole different style of like dancing because like
I
it was
love
in
their music
England and like there's so many Indian people in England, and so they had a Bollywood channel, and I would always watch it. My mom would be like, "You can't even understand them," but I started to, and then we moved to Arkansas.
Random.
I gotta learn another language. I gotta.
Mommy, I can do it, mommy. Oh, Arkansas.
Yeah, once I got to Arkansas, anything that I did learn just because that wasn't there anymore. So. Mm-hmm.
That's a sad story.
Right? What do you listen to outside your shit?
So we're gonna talk about my stuff now.
Well, I was gonna say, what do you listen to outside of your genre first?
Outside of my stuff, like I listen to industrial. I listen to drum and bass. I listen to reggae. I have a lot of guilty pleasures when it comes to music. Like I listen to like meme level music mashups of songs that aren't even supposed to go together. Like I listened to this song where it was a mashup of In the Club and Paramore. Don't ask me how it works. Don't ask me why they thought about it.
For us, because I've never heard.
I'm gonna find it real quick for you.
Also,
Paramore.
I'm gonna play.
I'm gonna get the song for you real quick. And okay, so here is the link, Dahlia. You play that while I'm looking for the song.
All right, buddy. You got it, buddy. Okay.
What language are you speaking?
I'm sorry, I was channeling my inner Bollywood. Okay.
It's only natural to dwell on what we've missed. Big celebrations, dinner with friends.
I thought she said dick celebration. Oh, this is the one. Oh, this is the mashup. Okay. All right, boys and girls, break time. Are you ready? And go.
Hold on. Hey, Dahlia. There's a delay. I lost my shit when I heard this. This ain't even supposed to slap like that. Like,
What are you gonna do when nobody wants to fool with you? Ain't it fun? Ain't it good? Be all alone. Ain't it good to be on your own? Ain't it fun to keep carrying on no one? Ain't it good to be on your own? Ain't it fun to keep carrying on no one? Ain't it fun? Living.
Put your hand up in the love, body full of fun. Mama, what you need? A little paramore. You can win the door.
Don't go crying to your mama, 'cause your
hilarious part, yo. I feel like what people should do is like have a seminar in the very beginning of it, have this play in the background and see who pays attention. The best comment that okay, after I make this last note about that video, so the best comment that I've ever read in that whole comment section, just because I just needed to see what people had to say because I'm morbidly curious like that. And somebody said, "This is what it sounds like when you have a black dad and a white mom." I was dying when I heard it because I'm like, it doesn't sound so off, but
Hey.
It goes hard though. Anyway, so Dahlia, I just sent you my song "Fixing" off of my album Oblivion that I released last year. It's about to be 1 year old come March 21st.
Hey.
So.
Okay.
Wait, I don't see a link.
Private chat.
Oh, you trying to oh, okay. You want
It's the one that says me.
Private chatting me. Okay.
Yes.
Me. All right,
PC.
Ain't it fun?
Want to know how to create awesome videos?
Oh, fucking
Check out
ass.
motionarray.com.
Bitch ass
You can
ass.
do it too.
All right. Oh, wait. Oh my story.
This one I produced. This one I recorded. So enjoy.
Well, I like the album cover.
Yes, that's so cool.
It's fucking sick.
Gather around and ask for a moment. All standing around just an ask for opponents. Should we ask in the mouth of the ocean? Get a mask, get a laugh. Yo, what's the task of a rodent? A head swollen, getting captured right after the end of the chapter is past. I just have that disposing. Have the captive, the captives and motives. Well over that passionate had you a motive. One called it passionate to after we're holding. Some start to clash and losing track, they're promoted. The dust hits the beach differently. With substance and instant release hits instantly. 60s and simply and sickly for simile. A chip tease, fingertips reason like if even on this beat to this beat like nope to re-speak. Beating in your sparrow, we keep reaching for whatever duration it is and deep meaning. But what are our inclinations to receive semen? Steamy over with the lips, streaming. I should keep eating or just keep seeking. As the ecstasy is to keep peeking. I mean, respectfully, we've been critiquing. Every ghost gonna streak till they find the machine, till they put up at the station and decide to be seen. Every little time that resides in their dreams, sent into the shrines that describe what they gain. The benefits defined by the time that they screen, the independent use by the mind of a being. We just appetites wet and dry by agreeing, just getting bites that prescribe while receiving. Wow, why they find the replacement as you leaving, or they try that one inclination you've been fleeing. For a time for the flash, keep it beating. Always following the leading, follow up with treatment, like they was throttle when it's decent. Up in the bottom, caught up in a deep end. Like Solomon scheming and tolerant deceiving. My idols to idol, just hollering and weeping. A wrinkle collar with increasing. My idols just idols, I'm hollering. Want a lifestyle, a competition, and arms race to charge your conviction. Pick a start date just to start the ignition. For abuse to follow, it needs victims. Am I lucky just for keeping your attention? Or am I gunning for just running up dimension? Taking up space, shaking up things. Waking up face with the facts over fixing.
Facts.
With the facts over fixing.
Facts. Facts.
With the facts that we're fixing.
You know, there was like moments where like it went out of sync, the delay, and then matched up again at one point.
Yeah, I could hear that.
Like you gotta love internet connections and how unpredictable they are for that.
Yeah, everybody look this up and listen to it so you can hear it without the delay.
Oh yeah, definitely head over to Mike Familiar as spelled in the video at Instagram. Link in bio. You'll find my stuff on all platforms. Thank you
Hey,
for
I need to
listening.
follow you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it right now. I think I found the single biggest productivity hack of 2020.
I really gotta get. I don't want to get YouTube Premium. It seems like a commitment. I just.
Right? Everything wants you to pay for it. It's like, might as well just have cable and stuff then.
It's like
Yeah, like it defeats the whole purpose.
it's just like what next? They're gonna give me turns like, oh yeah, thou shalt not watch any other TV but mine. Like,
And then every single, like, channel wants to have like their own streaming thing now. So it's like, okay, I had Hulu, but now I have to buy this network.
you know the thing is, I don't mind Hulu. I just personally think it's bullshit that you pay for a subscription and then you still have to watch commercials, a gang of them sometimes.
You gotta get the.
It depends. I have Hulu without commercials, but like for some of the shows I really want to watch, you have to pay Hulu Live. Pay for Hulu Live.
Oh yeah.
I think that's dumb. I think that's dumb.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, it's like a tier system for Hulu and stuff, and I understand why they do that. Just because originally, like, you could log in to Hulu and just like not even worry about paying and stuff like that. Like, you know, the first round of Hulu and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I watch a lot of anime on Hulu, and that's what the anime is at, is on the Hulu.
I didn't
That's
know
how.
that big of an anime head. I had no fucking clue.
What's So what's your number one anime? What's your number one?
I think my number one anime is gotta be like probably like Yu Yu Hakusho. I really like that anime.
Yu Yu Hakusho is dope. I can never not like I've watched the dub and I've watched like the sub, but like I definitely love listening to the intro theme music the whole way through.
Album shit definitely sells.
Yo, the thing is the thing that's crazy about like anime theme songs like that, it's like everybody in the room listened to a different genre of music and then they just made the shit happen. Like and they just poured it into the pot. They're like, look, don't even worry about how you pour it. There's seasoning in there. Like just let it.
I would say my top 5 would be Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Inuyasha, Full Metal Alchemist, and number 5.
I know Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, that one is. That
was a really good anime.
Yeah, that was like one of the first animes as a kid that like kind of shook me when I saw it and whatnot. That was like when Adult Swim was first starting to be a thing.
I like the whole concept of the Full Metal Alchemist. It's like whatever you put in the pot, you definitely get back. You just can't cheat life, and you can't play.
Yeah,
you know,
equivalent exchange.
Equivalent exchange of the Alchemist and stuff. The rules of the Alchemist. It's really a good anime. It's one of those like definitely is on my top 5. And like Inuyasha is really cool too. I love the whole like fairy tale thing.
I still I just got back into watching Inuyasha, and like I still got to go through season 4, I think it is, or something like that. There's just a lot of episodes. There's a lot of episodes.
Inuyasha. Yep. They got a new Inuyasha.
Wait, because you're roommates, do you watch the anime with him?
Occasionally. We do our own thing a lot of times. So.
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho definitely cool. I love the whole spirit detective thing, and just like the whole anime is cool. You know, I love animes like when you get like second chances in life. Like this new anime called Jobless Reincarnation. I don't know if you've seen that yet.
That one I haven't. It's on my radar though.
Yeah, that was like it's like the Yu Yu Hakusho, but it's different though. It was different. It's like a dude just kind of starting over in life, but he's in a different world.
See, See, like the thing is, like I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, but when I actually got to see Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm like, these characters are way more relatable than either of the characters in Dragon Ball Z. Way more relatable because the main character is an underdog, and
You're Messi.
yeah, and he's a thug too, but like
Yeah,
with purpose though, with purpose. He's a thug.
Purpose.
Not to say, and that's not to say that anybody who's thugging does not have purpose. There's a difference.
Before the deep anime deepness, I wanted to kind of try to do a freestyle. I thought, okay, so I want to experiment. If you're down, I would love for like maybe if one of me Mick or me play an instrumental, and then maybe Klai can sing, Mick can rap, and Dahlia can rap.
That'd be fun. How are we gonna do this?
I have no idea. This is an experiment. I haven't done this yet. I have no fucking clue.
All right. Pull up a lo-fi hip hop playlist. That's usually a good place to start.
All right. We're gonna do Klai. We're gonna do lo-fi. We're gonna do lo-fi.
Lo-fi, don't bother me.
Lo-fi. Let's see. I have an instrument. Well, shit. We need. Okay, lo-fi is good. She can sing on top of that. Okay. Or I have a J. Cole instrumental I'm in love with.
Let's hear them both, and we'll see like which one I like better.
Oh, fine, you little picky. All right.
Win at work by communicating effectively with Grammarly. Meet Todd. He is
Grammarly, Bruce Lee's English major brother.
Shut up.
You want me to go first?
Sure.
All right. Madness made, passing light, passing shade, walking through the biggest wall of trees, palisades, feeling like I just have it made. I'm walking past the mirror, and I'm just passing the glaze, I'm passing the rage, I'm passing the page, I'm passing the chapters, looking for the here now and the hereafter, wondering when I'm gonna get all this laughter, when I'm getting the sadness, when I'm getting to pastures, when I'm spreading my wings and flying over the mountains, when I'm getting my favorite drink main line to the fountain, when I'm getting a nice cup that doesn't have medicine in it, feeling like I just want to walk up and jettison in it. When it comes to the music, when it comes to the rhythm, I come to indecision, I come to decision, I come to the structure, I come to make it all rupture, I come to the place and make it feel warm and do what it does when I pass it on to Dahlia, who does her thing when she hops on to round twos and round threes and probably get to four.
You have my heart walking in wheels. I really don't know how to deal. You said too much before, but baby, I want more. And all I'll ever say is a word or two to know I needed you more than before. Day, not sit and struggle. Who's that woman to make it muscle? You just wanna take your time. Yeah, you don't know how to walk the line with me. How to walk the line with me. And one day, because it doesn't make sense, I'm lost in my sense, thinking I might have you back. Okay, Klai, your turn. Okay, Prince, let me put you on next, Prince. You're on next, Prince.
Sometimes I find I try. I think I love the day I was.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun experiment. That was my first experiment.
And that was actually my first. That was my first cipher in like a long time, so that felt good too.
Honored to have heard it.
Maybe the three of us could be interesting. I think if she was in the beginning, and then like he rapped, and then like I sang, and then rapped, and then he rapped again, and then you sang again. I think that would be.
Yeah,
fun.
I'd be down for something like that for sure.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I think if she was like the heavy intro, and then it's like the both of us, and then she's kind of the outro, I think that would be cool.
I'm down.
She's down. You heard her? She's down.
She's down.
We are now into an hour.
She's so down that she's the lobby.
Super nervous. I was like, how are we gonna end an hour? How are we gonna end an hour? She only has 2 songs. And then I like was freaking out.
Right.
But I guess, yeah, we figured it out.
We did over an hour.
Get it?
I mean, yeah, you forget that like whenever we're just like doing our thing, like everything just happens to work magically. Like we listen to them open up, and then like we had our first freestyle session. So it's like, you know, this is a learning experience, and like while we want to be organized, we also want to leave room for fluidity, you know.
Yes. Spontaneity.
Yeah.
Heard that. He said we.
It's fine. I'm so glad you guys invited me to this.
Yes, this is Stay Woke or Not. Prince is finally fucking here. Give me your hand. Give me your hand right now.
Who?
That's
Prince?
That finally tuning in to a show. Give me.
You can tell she listens to Tom Petty from How Petty.
Wow! Way to make me feel big. Oh my God, you guys, that was so much fun. Is there any other things you guys want to say before we end the show?
Well, check us all out on our social media. I'm Klai, Klai, and I have 2 songs that are currently recorded. I'm working on like 3 more. Hopefully I'll have an album before June. I'll let you guys know, so stay tuned. I'm on Instagram and I have a YouTube channel, so subscribe and like and follow. Thank you so much, guys.
Is it this is how you say your gram or whatever?
I keep changing my name. I want to change my artist name to Klai, but everything won't let me change it over. Right now it just says Klai, Klai.
For Instagram?
Yes, for Instagram.
Oh, okay.
And YouTube.
For the Instagram and the YouTubes. And of course, we need to know about Prince Kadeem. Duh.
Check me out.
He's our little.
Real quick. That's where I'm at.
Trying to make me make a Wikipedia page all quick, and that shit's complicated as fuck. So I know he like hits me up on the weekend. I was like, Prince, I'm allowed to have a weekend. He's like, no, you're not. And he's like,
gotta get on that work.
He's telling me what to do. I was like, Prince, I'm allowed to be human. He's like, fuck that noise.
That shit, yeah.
It's like, excuse me, but work. I'm like, ah.
It's only alien. It's only alien shit here. Only alien shit.
Yeah. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. It has been a great Music Monday. Have a fabulous rest of your week. As always, stay woke or not.